Cracker Barrel Old Country Store has long been a beloved destination for families, offering a warm, welcoming experience rooted in its history of being a truly family-friendly restaurant. Since its founding in 1969, the chain has captured hearts with its classic, country, rustic, old-timey atmosphere. Cozy wooden interiors, rocking chairs on the porch, and that nostalgic charm that makes every visit feel like stepping back in time. The food is decent, hearty, home-style comfort food, from fried chicken and meatloaf to fluffy biscuits and gravy. Perfect for satisfying the whole family. Most locations are conveniently located right off major interstates, and Cracker Barrel has built a strong reputation over the decades as a reliable spot for a good home-cooked meal on the road or a gathering spot for family get-togethers. What truly sets it apart is the attached country store, a delightful treasure trove filled with old-time candy, retro goodies, toys, puzzles, and charming country gifts that make it truly a unique place to stop. However, in recent years, the chain has faced significant challenges. Its stock has declined steadily over the past 6 years, with a drop accelerating in the last 6 months. We're told by most of the mainstream media that the downturn is to controversial changes aimed at modernizing the brand. Some examples of changes were a new simplified logo that removed the beloved Uncle Herschel figure, that's the old guy leaning on the barrel. The restaurant redesigns and makeovers that removed country antiques, vintage decorations, and rustic elements in favor of a blander, more modern interior. And of course, the decline in the food quality and preparation. These changes, we are told, were what caused the immediate and intense backlash from loyal customers and fans who saw it as abandoning the chain's nostalgic family identity. The backlash and response was so great that Cracker Barrel quickly reversed course, reinstating Uncle Herschel on the menus and the signs and in the stores, and they stopped all their store remodels and ensured that the unchanged locations would stay true to the original cozy vibe. Cracker Barrel also responded to the decline in food quality, including complaints about smaller portions, less fresh preparation, colder day-old reheated biscuits, and overall changes that didn't match the from-scratch, home-style taste that people once loved. Let's take a quick look back at Cracker Barrel's history to understand how we got here. Way back in 1991, Cracker Barrel made headlines for its anti-gay policy, openly prohibiting the hiring or continued employment of gay individuals. That sparked major protests from gay and lesbian groups, and over the following year, the company reversed its policy. Actually, I don't understand how any restaurant could function without gay employees. Now, most people don't even remember this controversy. Fast forward to more recent changes. In 2020, Cracker Barrel began adding alcohol to the menu. For the first time, beer, wine, and even mimosas.
Yeah.
You think Cracker Barrel's never served alcohol before. Why are you shoving alcohol? That's a cultural...
Yeah.
And so it's easy to think, you're selling people alcohol now. What other values are you? You know what I mean?
This is the first time they've ever done that in their history. I remember thinking at the time that this signaled some big shift in ownership or the leadership, though I wasn't too worried about it on its own. Their stock took a hit around then, dropping from $170 to $180 a share down to $80 a share. It recovered somewhat before starting a longer decline. Behind the scenes, there were gradual leadership changes, moving away from more traditional conservative voices towards what many today would call woke or progressive perspectives. Public complaints from conservative customers about Cracker Barrel's adopting a woke agenda really ramped up in 2023. That's when the chain posted a Pride Month message on social media celebrating LGBTQ inclusion with a photo of a rainbow-painted rocking chair. It triggered immediate backlash, boycott calls, and accusations that this once family-friendly Southern staple had caved or gone woke. Most everyday Cracker Barrel customers probably weren't even aware of these internal shifts or the company's growing embrace of DEI policies. But from 2021 to 2024, Cracker Barrel more formally leaned into it, earning high scores on the Human Rights Campaign's Corporate Equity Index, forming a LGBTQ employee resource group, and even sponsoring events like the Nashville Pride Parade in 2024. They also offered rainbow-themed rocking chairs for Pride Month in some years. To many loyal customers and conservatives, these moves felt like a clear departure from the company's traditional Southern roots to a more progressive, modern corporate inclusivity, including DEI. We can't overlook the current CEO, Julie Felss-Masino. She took over in 2023 and helped solidify these DEI-focused policies during her tenure. But the real wake-up call for everyone came in August 2025 when the company announced a major modernization push, including a new simplified logo and restaurant remodels. It was revealed on a national TV show by the CEO, Julie Masino herself. The backlash was massive, a true tsunami from loyal customers.
Were you surprised you weren't fired?
I feel like I've been fired by America.
Only then, after that major pushback, thanks to independent media sources such as X, YouTube, and Rumble, among others, Cracker Barrel quietly removed Pride-related pages, DEI references, and mentions of its LGBTQ employee groups from its original page on their website. But actually, they only moved the information to another location on their site. That was quickly revealed, and only then did they take it off completely from their site, and that was in late August 2025. They described it as out-of-date content and were now shifting their focus to non-advocacy initiatives, like food insecurity. No one closely following this situation believes Cracker Barrel has truly abandoned these ideas or plans. As long as Julie Masino remains CEO, and she still is today, the vast majority of those lost customers won't be coming back. I don't think she's been fully honest or transparent throughout this whole mess. They seem to believe that a logo change or remodeling of restaurants caused or even will fix everything. Think about this. Think about your own favorite restaurant. Now, if you woke up tomorrow and found out that they had redesigned their logo for the restaurant, would you stop going there to eat? Are you going to call for a boycott of the restaurant? Even if that restaurant had the nerve to remodel the interior of the restaurant, would that be enough to get you to stop going there to eat? Of course not, but that's what they're saying and telling us about Cracker Barrel. How dumb do they think we are? Julie Masino needs to go. That would be the real starting point. Then they need a new CEO who isn't tied to DEI or woke priorities to lead the way. Above all, Cracker Barrel has to get out of the political and liberal agenda business and focus on being a well-run, welcoming restaurant again. Look, most people like me couldn't care less about what individuals choose to believe or support. That's personal freedom. But companies don't gain anything by pushing their beliefs or agenda onto its customers. If those values don't align with yours, just go somewhere else, as Cracker Barrel has painfully learned. Right now, their stock is hovering around $35 a share, a huge drop from its all-time high of $183 back in November 2018. And unless things change dramatically, it's hard to see it climbing back anywhere near those levels anytime soon. So why is Cracker Barrel losing? Not because of some facade changes or logo changes, but because woke has taken over, and I won't support that. And I think many, many previously loyal customers will not either.
Honestly, the feedback's been overwhelmingly positive that people like what we're doing.
We won't be going back to Cracker Barrel anytime soon. As the saying goes, go woke, go broke. Thank you for watching. Please like and share if you value my content.
What's the good for the one day? Right here. Oh, yeah.